Hi, 8th grade. Mrs. Zabedian here. We have pages 16 and 17 to work on yesterday, which is just your problem set. This is something you should be working on independently because there's only really one problem that's really important that you do on here, which is this very first one, to write this number in scientific notation and show which which of the two representations of this number you prefer and explain why. So use the blank space on the bottom of your page to really talk about that. This next one, it says, what is the average mass of all four inner planets? Write your answer in scientific notation. And they give you these planets. We talked about this yesterday that the goal of this lesson was to be able to write things in scientific notation. The goal of this lesson is really not about maths or calculating averages. So if you can do this based on what we've learned already, awesome. If not, this is a challenge problem, and I challenge you to see if you can figure this one out, and I will give you the answers when you come back to class. On the next page, this is the exit ticket. Exit tickets are measuring your understanding of what we have done. So the lesson 9 exit ticket, this is not something that I'm going to go over here in the video, because this is something that it's an assessment of your understanding of scientific notation. That being said, the goal is for you to know how to write things in scientific notation, not how to calculate scientific notation yet. So this first question here, it's saying the approximate total surface area of Earth is 5.1 or 5 1/10 times 10 to the 8th power kilometers squared. All the salt water on Earth has an approximate surface area of 352 million kilometers squared. And all the fresh water on Earth has an approximate surface area of 9 times 10 to the 6th kilometers squared. How much of Earth's surface area is covered by water, including both salt and fresh water? Okay, this requires you to do calculation. You do not have to do calculation. I only want you on this question to write this number for me in scientific notation, proper scientific notation. Okay? Write in because again, our goal was for you to learn how to write the numbers in proper scientific notation. You're not to the point where you're calculating with them yet. Okay? Next piece. How much of Earth's surface area is covered by land? Write your answer in scientific notation. So we have the total surface area. We have the total of salt water, the total of fresh water. What's left is what's covered by land. So again, this requires you to calculate. You may cross this off and you do not have to answer that piece of it. The last piece of this, approximately how many times greater is the amount of Earth's surface area that is covered by water compared to the amount of Earth's surface area covered by land? There's no way that you can calculate the difference when we crossed off number 2. So you may cross off number 3. So if you're watching this video, you are a very smart cookie, because you now had your exit ticket knocked down to just one piece of one question, because the goal of our lesson was just writing in scientific notation. Okay. If you have questions, please reach out and call me. I'm going to do another video on the next 2 pages in your packet, and I am here for you if you need me.